Well, good morning, everyone. It is Shooter. It is September 4th. I don't know why I always struggle getting September out when I think about a date. Of course, it's Shooter, Scott Henderson. I'm just going to go over the Nasdaq for a minute. I want to give you guys a heads up of what I see. And of course, at the end of our presentation, please do review our disclosure. Now, this is obviously a live look at my daily chart. Now, right now, I'm still chasing this 456 to the downside. What I wanted, but I don't know that we're going to get it. We got just a little bit of a pump up to that 454. I wanted something into this gap above 465 to have some exhaustion that comes in there. But it doesn't look like we're going to get it. And that, right now our flush down here is pushed a little bit lower on the count than we were when I posted the chart earlier today, maybe around 445. Now realize that's sort of an extended ABC. So, that could definitely extend and become elongated. We could test our lows here. It's totally viable. Market seems to want lower. So, let me just drill down to the 4-hour, give you a second. So right now, I would say in the Nasdaq, sell any rip to maybe 459.50 to the downside. Now there, if you're hedging other long-term positions, that would be a good spot to add some SQQ common shares, or go out and do October, maybe 950s instead of $10 calls here, just because the $10 didn't work as well as I wanted to. The last time it ended up only being a couple points, but it still worked, as far as a hedge. We do have some divergence here on the low. That's what, this is what I watch for. So on our 4-hour, we're sort of bottoming, but the breadth of this, it looks like to me like it's going to broaden a little bit. So that means when we get our next push higher, sort of my thought, we basically held the lows on that trend support of this particular leg. So resistance, we get above this. Challenging part here is I expected it to rip this morning and we didn't. I expected a rip, to be honest with you. To have another follow through day. And, when I'm looking at my deltas, we really haven't, about, I don't know, I guess that was about an hour ago. We had some delta reds came in on the percentage at 18, 17, and 11. So right now we're building on a bullish leg around 13%. Our high was a little bit before that last delta. So, I would rather us bounce here a little bit and then go short from there. But I don't know that that's going to be the case. So we closed below this last candle at 457.73. Then I'm going to say that 445 is in play, maybe by either the close or tomorrow. It should be pretty quick, I would think. Just looking at the aggressiveness of this flush, assuming the next aggressive leg. See, let me just drop an ABC in there so I get a visual of that. I got way too much data flowing in, so I'm sticking a little bit. So yeah, we need to bounce to really that 450 or that 468 for an ABC to be in play there. Otherwise, that is going to be a impulse leg lower on this, just measuring this particular leg. So, that we're going back to test 420. We break down here is my thought. So draw that speed line on your chart, using your prior two lows. Once that breaks, that's when you want to have your max position short, because we're definitely going to come in and, at least back test that 445. If it becomes an impulse leg lower, which is what the count suggests to me, we're going to head down to the 430 range, 424, maybe even down, and put in a lower low on this particular leg. Now, considering our structure to a bottom, realize this is going to now be another mound structure like we're going to get here. So realize we got drive 1, drive 2, drive 3 here. So we are now in the process of putting in another drive lower. So if this breaks lower, we're going to start mound 1 down here on the bottom, and then build out mound 2 after we bounce, et cetera, et cetera. So if we step out further on the time frame, this is where this becomes challenging, is because we do have some significant downside, assuming this, the ABC look that we had on this chart that we talked about before. It looked like an ABC. I got to back out of some stuff here. I have too much stuff open. My chart's freezing. I'm running live volume profile, or volume imprint study. So it's massive as far as the bandwidth it's taking right now. So I'm down here. So see, we've gotten this ABC pattern here, so, at this point, my equality for me is 393. Now I realize that's equality. I'm going to step out to the weekly. I want to make sure this is visual on all time frames. Hold on a second. We go out to the weekly. Now realize 3 outcomes on a corrective leg lower, right? Quality, extended, and elongated. Extended, right? Elongated. So the fact is we could be back testing trend support down here around 250. And honestly, we've done nothing wrong. We've broken this leg to the upside. It's not likely this breaks down though. I'll just be candid. This is the flat. So I think the 454, 445, 448 is a given, looking at the chart, just because of the fact that we're not getting the buys the way that I would like to see them, the continuation. You can clearly tell somebody's selling into each of these rallies. Whether we get that breakdown or not, yet to be seen. Now realize all of those dips have been bought in this entire rally up. But hey, folks, I wanted to share that with you. That's my 2 cents. Hopefully this helps you position yourself a little better. Great trading. Until next time.